JonnyPink. Today I am using, this is my 600 f4. This is Canon's 600 f4, and it is adapted to the Sony A7R VI. I've been shooting here for a bit so far, and I've noticed a couple of things, but let me show you a couple of photos. I love this lens. This lens is absolutely amazing. I forgot my 1.4 extender, which would have given me 800 millimeters. But that's okay. Check out some of these photos. I'll meet back up with you in a minute, and I'm shooting this way because the sun is out. So my sun is absolutely perfect. Check these out. So Phil, I did take your advice. This is the MC-11, I think it is. And one thing I've noticed so far is the focus is a bit slower than it is with the Sigma 400 to 800. I don't know what the photos look like yet, but it is pretty amazing. So at least they look amazing in the EVF. I had more luck earlier this morning shooting up there. Now that I'm standing here in the thick of it, I'm not seeing as much as I was. And I'm trying to get the hummingbirds just off to the left or to the right of the feeders so that I can get a nice in-flight shot. I have my shutter speed set pretty high. Well, not too high, between 2000 and 2500. I am curious. I love the way that Sigma performed on the A7R VI. I really would like to try Sony's 600 f4. It's something I'm going to have to rent for a weekend. Between the two of those, that focus was really fast and snappy. It was. I still have at the moment the 200 to 600. I'll probably get rid of that one and just keep my 400 to 800 because I love that. I do, and I can shoot that at 600. But there is something to be said about the f4. You still get all that wonderful compression in the background shooting at the higher aperture, such as an f9 or an f11. You get some amazing, beautiful compression. But there is something to be said about that complete isolation of a subject at an f4. And I know that this is not a lens that most people are going to buy, but I spend money like I actually have it and I don't. There's a bee buzzing around my camera there. of the questions I've had in some of the comments is, what do you think has the best autofocus if I were shooting between Nikon, Canon, and Sony? I honestly think overall, as far as the eye detection and tracking, Canon does. Hands down, the R7 is just simply amazing. The R5, the R3, the R1, the R8, their eye tracking is simply amazing. So for some of these shots where I've got birds perched inside the bushes, I really have to adjust my focus manually. But whereas the Canon would lock right onto it, and I'm having fun with this. The reason I'm shooting this is I'm not abandoning Canon at all. I love Canon. I consider myself more of a Canon shooter than anything else. And I think that all the cameras are great. So when bugs out here are terrible. So when I say to people, listen, the best camera is the one in your hand, it truly is. It doesn't matter what you're shooting, go out and have fun with it and do the best that you can with it. The more you shoot, just like anything, the better you get. If I shoot the birds this way, as I was from up there this morning, everything is backlit, and that's pretty cool. So. And before anyone asks, yes, I did play around with my different focus settings, minimum, limiting, all that other stuff. It didn't make that big a difference. It just restricted me in some ways. So I took it off and I put it back on full. So when I say that the focus on this is not as snappy, it's not a native lens, but that's why I also wanted to shoot the Sony, is because they allow third-party lenses, whereas Canon does not. And to me, that's a real drag and a downside to Canon. Nikon does to a point, so I applaud Sony for that, and I'm really enjoying this. I think it is A1 phenomenal. And again, when, you know, some of the questions, perfect lens, man, there is no perfect setup. The problem with this is that long minimum focus distance, just like the Sigma, just like the 400 to 800, just like the 200 to 600, they vary slightly. So if I were to, you know, to recommend one, if you're really looking for a short minimum focus distance, Canon has the 100 to 400 and RF, which is relatively inexpensive. The older EF versions are a better lens. They're faster, and they're equally as fast, short minimum focus distance. I'm talking longer lenses, and the 100 to 500. And when you put them on the R7, or I think it's an R10, is also a crop body. The R50, which is another body that I love, you have amazing autofocus, you have a short minimum focus distance. So depending on what you're shooting, you're not going to shoot an event with any of those, but that's not what I'm shooting. I'm shooting wildlife. JonnyPink, thanks for letting me share with you guys. I'm just out to have a good time. I just like coming out to shoot, and I have so much that I haven't even shared. I like to process it. So I missed that shot just because of the slower focus. It works really well. I'm just used to snappy, instant focus on things. That's what I'm used to, that's what I want. So this is fun for now, and it's gonna work for me. I'll probably switch over and shoot my 400 to 800 more so than this, unless these photos, when I'm editing them, are mind-blowing, and you will have already seen them, so please let me know what you think of them. JonnyPink, thanks for letting me share with you guys. Have a fantastic day, whatever it is you're going to do out there. And if you do see me out here, please come up and say hi. JonnyPink. Again, this is Canon's 600 f4, and yeah, I did spend an ungodly amount of money on it, but I traded it in a long time ago. And then this is my Sony A7R VI. This is pretty lightweight actually, and I understand that the Sony 600 f4 is even more lightweight than this one, so I'm looking forward to playing with that. Johnny Pink, we'll see you guys. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you guys. Thanks, man. And thank you so very much for letting me share. I do appreciate it like I can't tell you. We'll see you. And I noticed that last time I was out here that this lost focus, but I was using a different lens. It looks like I've got focus right on my eyeball. I do.